try to do that right now. I just clicked a button that says go live, and apparently we are live. So if you want to say something right now, 20, I'm just going to announce myself as this is Gaza talking to you guys on the Facebook. Trying to do live to the group. Just tell you guys about the group call because 20 asked me one time, says, can I actually share something about the Melbourne in May? And honestly, the best thing I can ever say is you got to join the live calls. Maybe I'll have something else later on. A little bit of one. Mm-hmm.
Dancing on the dance floor. Oh my God. So thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
I'll go. This is John. The thing I'm grateful for on this call was like a lot of people shared some very intimate stuff, and it was just and I think that my best bit was like when Alex, how definite the change was when he was at the end of him talking. It was just really
Yes.
really neat to see. It was great. So
like the morphine drip when you're in the hospital, you can learn how to push that button at any time. So you guys can steal Alex and use him as your morphine drip in the most lovely way, and Alex can do the same thing. Oh, you're the bartender. Nice. Thanks, John. I love how fast you're stepping up to the plate. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. That's really nice of you. I think that was my best bit too, realizing that it's more realistic and not matching when I think about like posting on the group of my success, because everyone understands. It feels a bit unrealistic when I'm imagining a friend who doesn't know anything about Neville. It's more realistic in my head and to imagine, and it feels more real now that I realize if I imagine my congratulatory wishes from the Facebook group. It's like a bit of a 90-degree. Yeah, I think that was my best bit.
Nice, buddy. You're different now when you hear yourself at the beginning of the call versus now. This is lovely. This is
I feel so different. Thank you, 20. Thanks, Victoria.
You curled my toes.
Thank you. And thanks, John.
Keep them coming. This is great.
Hey guys, it's Tim here. I'll go next because I'll probably be asleep in a minute. I'm really thankful that everyone turned up and we all got to experience people's patterns changing and shifting on the call. I think that was really, really nice, really cool. And yeah, I can't pick a best bit, but there were so many conversations where we heard so much shift from the old man to the new man in that conversation. Like, for example, the guy that was talking about the antidepressants, hearing him shift, that was really cool.
Yes.
So I named that as my best bit.
I love that it's not the old man to the young man, but it's the old man to the new man, because the new man is who you get to be. The whole thing of like, I'm going to imagine being 18 again. Well, maybe, maybe not, but you can be that a new man right now. And that can include what you actually desire from being that young man. You know, the new man is eternally new. Nice, Timmy. Emmett. Emmett approved. Who's next?
Next, Heidi, I'd like to go next. I like the bits where I can feel everyone else smiling, that someone is saying something, and whilst there's as many different views and way of seeing sex or any of the things we talk about, there comes certain points where I can it just feels like everyone is smiling about the same point. And that for me just feels like that big hug. It just feels really a connection that I don't experience anywhere else yet. So those are the best bits for me. I really enjoy that.
I like that giggle.
Yeah. And
I love yet.
yeah, that's yeah, I'm reaching out. I'm playing with the whole what is Heidi? So is she got pink hair this week or blue hair or green hair? And I'm playing with that person, and that feels like it's coming across. So I'm enjoying that a lot. So
nice.
And hearing the new voices, love it. So lots of neighbours of mine, all up in the middle of the night.
4 a.m.
Isn't that?
Yeah. Tim's obviously up because there's no way that's an American accent.
I'm up.
That's
hello,
London.
neighbor.
So yes, thank you very much, everyone. Oh, and 20, anything I send you is not private. You're very welcome to share anything I send you.
Thanks, Heidi.
It's lovely.
Who's next? You guys are lovely. Good Lord.
Hi, it's Angela here. I've been very quiet on this call. I feel quite reflective, actually, quite thoughtful. So I'm looking forward to listening to the replay. I enjoy, this is my second call, and I really enjoy being around kindred spirits and hanging out in this space with like-minded people. So thank you. And I think the words that are sort of resonating with me at the moment are two patterns colliding, don't be a war.
Yes.
So that's my take home.
Oh my God. Everything changes once that takes over. That's when the BMW shows up. Woohoo! Thank you, Angela. In Sydney.
This is Yaz. I'll go. I'm thankful for everyone sharing and the openness and just the beautiful space that we can all be here and share what we share. My best bits, I've got to say, I've got two. Definitely Alex. That was just so gorgeous to hear the shift there, and at the end of the call, you know. And Diamond Dave's share, just beautiful. So open, so raw and vulnerable, and just delicious. So thank you.
What I love about the word vulnerable, vulner is of the heart. The toughest organ in your body is your heart. You know, vulnerable isn't a weakness. Vulnerable is your ultimate strength. And what's your heart do? Boom, 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 boom. Open, open, open. Close, close, close. Open, close, open, close, open, close. More accurate. Fudge, guys.
Mm-hmm. Being vulnerable is such a gift.
Mm. Nice. Who's next? Is somebody with high heels walking? I'm too sexy for my. Can hear it.
Sorry, I was clicking my teeth.
Okay, well, you just inspired the Fred said Fred thing, or yes said Fred, whatever his name was. I'm too sexy for my. Somebody go. Where are my fishnets? Yeah. Who's next? All right. I guess it's Victoria.
I guess so. I didn't know that everyone had gone. It's Victoria.
Hey. Were you busy?
No. No. I was just resting in space. It was actually, for me, one of the best bits was actually just that moment there that everybody just like, you know, after I thought that was beautiful. That and the shares and just hearing the shifts in folks was just absolutely lovely. So thank you all.
I got to say this because you just opened the door. I wonder about group sex. I almost got to go into the Alex Jones voice. Yeah, for that. Yeah, group sex. So, because if two people have one-on-one sex, there's the temptation to fall in love with them, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Versus if it's group sex, you've got the opportunity to fall in love with you. Just a thought. Again, I have no data here. I'll just say that. But the whole thing of like, all right, well, if I go boink her and we boink again and we boink, next suddenly, you know, it's like, oh no, yeah, secret lovers and all that bullshit. That was a fun 80s song. You know, we're both married, but not to each other. but that kind of thing. Versus group sex, you get to fall in love with you. What we've had here is group sex. You get to fall in love with you as we explore this and each other. Not like, you know, one of the dangers that happens on a one-on-one call is they fall in love with me. I want them to fall in love with them. You get it? Yeah.
Yep.
So I can say I've had group sex with all you. And this is whatever.
This is Victoria.
This is Victoria.
I'll say no. Yeah, it's been ace. Thank you so much to everyone that's spoken up through the call. It's just almost overwhelming, actually.
Totally.
And thanks for all the newbies that have joined in and it's so open so straight away. I guess it's sort of probably highlighted in me that, God, if I'd been a new one on the call, I would not have said a thing. So, yeah, absolutely lovely.
Some of the veterans haven't said much.
Oh, no.
And that's okay. By the way, during sex, you could talk more or less, verbally or nonverbal. How much fun is that? So do you giggle
as
like
I recall,
Alvin?
Yeah, as I recall, I used to giggle.
You should hear Oscar giggle.
Oh my God.
Oh,
that's fun.
Yeah, Gazza just heard it then. Yeah.
Yes. Nice. I got to go last. Who
It's
else?
wicked.
You got Andrew Maxwell here for a moment.
Hey, Andrew.
Yo, buddy.
Hey.
Woohoo!
We're doing our best
Say.
bits and all the rest of it, and I haven't been here for a lot, but what I'm noticing is just how damn frustrated I am right now. Frustrated that I wasn't on the call, frustrated with work, and a few areas of my life. So that kind of sounds like sex, doesn't it? Or the lack of it. So I'm noticing that there's some areas I probably need to start making a bit of love rather than holding a fixed distance right now.
Oh, you're going to love the recording. In and out, closer, further. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, closer.
Exactly. I did pick up a couple of bits throughout it while I've been listening, but yeah.
And I'll hug you anyway.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Last week we talked about time. You can give birth to it or manage it. This is the same thing. Totally. Nice to hear your voice, buddy.
Nice to get a moment, and I hear you. I'll be playing.
Mm-hmm.
Just hopefully not by myself, hey?
Never.
Never.
Ciao.
Glad you got. Who's next? So
you don't suppose they've all they think that they're talking and they're all being muted.
I would hope not. I don't know how
Is
to.
anyone?
I'm
do an
here.
unmute.
I'm thankful.
Hey.
This is Alessandra, and I'm really thankful to have this wonderful experience of connection with you all, and in this way. It's so lovely, and hearing all the different perspectives, and I do love Diamond Dave's share and just his vulnerability. I think it was so courageous and just so beautiful, and I think also when you share that way, you also have an inner knowing that there is more, that there's something, he will be you will be satisfied, there's something. Anyway, I just thought it was really beautiful. Yeah, so thank you for this experience.
Oh, mercy. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Trying to get a photo of Bruce.
I'll get one in a sec.
All right.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Anyone else? Okay, I'm going to hit the master unmute button just for fun.
Just in case.
All right, everyone's unmuted from my end. Anyone else before I do mine? As far as I can tell, sex is a surrender to a bigger now. And all that apparent movement is inside of the stillness of you. And you can't rationally figure it out. Forcing it's not fun. I was talking with my friend at the pool the other day about the difference between confidence, competence, and curiosity. Confident involves always being right. I'm confident it's this way. I'm confident I can do that. Confidence is useful. Without competence, it's useless, though. So I'm confident I can write a decent article. I'm also more competent now than I was 5 years ago because I keep evaluating my work and studying it and trying to find how can I get more effective. But the third one is the goodie, and that's curiosity. I'm infinitely curious about what I'll do in a year or in 10 years, or how my man project will come together, because I'm working on a fascinating man project for men that are probably 45 to 65. That's my current definition of a target market, or quote unquote focus. But I'm curious because curiosity in bed, curiosity in life, I get to discover who is this Victoria I discover in the bed or in the garden or while we eat chicken thrusters. I'm curious. I get to discover through curiosity how I get to be a loving puppy dad today. Curiosity is a big one for me. And if I could give you homework, it would be, how do you become more curious with everything that we've explored today? Because like with Alex and Dave, the shifts are palatable. They're so real. And they're real not because of my confidence to elicit change. We could call that NLP, or my competence to, because I've been doing it for 30 years. But I'm curious about who you get to become and who we get to be together in this dance we're doing. So I'd like to do another sex call next week. Sign up. Yeah, there's my sales pitch.
I'm here.
In a couple hours, I'll get the recording into your inboxes, as well as a link if you want to sign up for the next one. And I want to thank y'all for being here, because this to me is the most real. This is one of the most real parts of my week, because literally I get to surrender to being totally absorbed into us. And that whole quote unquote group sex thing that I mentioned as a metaphor, but also very real, is I get to discover more about the love that I am. Not just fall in love with me, but I get to love all of you guys and discover the love that I am while we do these. And that to me is the whole, that's it. Mm-hmm. So love you guys. Thanks for being here. If you're around in half an hour, we'll be eating chicken thrusters. You can watch the live video on our personal page on Facebook. So that's it. Love you. See ya.
Love you all.
Thank you.
Thanks for playing.
Love you guys. Talk to you later.
Thanks for the orgy.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Gazza.
Yeah, baby.
You're welcome. Also, I think like the first 2 minutes of the video thing I posted up there, you guys may not been able to been heard because anyway, I'll make a note of that in the comments of the thing.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
Yeah. All right. Cheers.
Good night.